There is a Subhashita which I was teaching my class. Adla vardu suchintitam chaushadam aturanam nama matrena karotya rogam. Shastran adityapi bhavanti murkaha yastu kriyavan purushaha sarvidvan suchintitam chaushadam aturanam nama matrene karoti arogam.
Nama matrena.
Na nama matrena karoti arogam.
The person who is illiterate but follows the advice and consumes medicines properly will get well. Not the guy who gets lost in all this Google and this and that and making doctors also upset. Doctors are upset these days. Have you noticed it? And if you come and say, I Googled this medicine will have this side effect and all, if you start talking, they'll get upset. Said, wait a minute, you came for a problem, I've told you what the solution is. Now you're giving me a big lecture. You have to be careful. When we have this discussion, you have to be very careful.
Ignorance is bliss where it is folly to be wise.
What is it? Ignorance is bliss, and
where it is folly to be wise. These are all the old sayings my grandfather used to say.
Yeah, folly to be wise. Folly to be wise. What we will say is no. You have the wisdom. We won't say no to Saraswati. Any day Saraswati is welcome. Know when to open your mouths and what to say. That's how I would put it. What are the things you want to talk about? Yeah, that's what they mean by folly. Thank you.
Talagala Bodham.
Talagala Bodham.
Where to open, where to say, where you are sitting. Old Mahabharata happened because of that. Talagala Brahmsha.
See that. Good. So I thought we will do this, and in fact, even I had not read this because I had only studied 108 slokas. So this time I took an opportunity to go back, and I found it to be interesting.
But that was a fast train, Guruji. That was a VT fast train, I said. Fast train, what you did just now.
Express, Today a little bit of express only.
Yes.
Vande Bharat, Guruji.
Vande Bharat. Vande Bharat.
This was the first text I got introduced with Swami. Somebody is in Gujarat, Bombay. He was a Swami Dayananda disciple. He was taking classes in Churchgate, regularly 2 classes, study class. So the first text I got introduced to Vedanta.
Very good. Very good. So you have good memories about Vivekachoodamani.
1978, 79.
Guruji, one point I wanted to raise. When Swamiji is talking about Veena, Tantri and all that, I was reminded of Saint Tyagaraja. So he who has attained moksha through music, through Sangeeta Vidya, he attained moksha. So maybe what Shankaracharya meant was only saying the words and not going into the meaning and not going to the essence. Maybe that's what he meant. Because just playing Veena is not enough. Go to the essence of it. Because we have Agyeyakas like Tyagaraja.
Correct. Exactly. You have to be very careful. And if I gave the wrong sense, then I apologize for that.
No. You did not give the wrong sense. I was just reminded of it.
Yeah, exactly. So for Tyagaraja, Rama Ishtadevata is there, and then he cries and cries. He writes music, but he cries also. He cries and says, what happened? Why am I like this? And he knew that I'm missing something. And until I get it, I will just fall at your feet like that. That's his attitude. And so, what a story. Tyagaraja's story is very beautiful. Then out comes music. Then what? That music is now a product of jnanam. Previously it was tapas. Writing and tapas. Then out came Tyagaraja's music.
Sangeeta jnanamu bhakti vina.
Say that again.
Sangeeta jnanamu bhakti vina. Sanmargam.
Sangeeta jnanamu bhakti vina. Yeah, bhakti vina.
Sanmargamu kalade.
Yeah. Margamu.
Margamu.
Very good.
All
Thank
the
you. Good point.
Vagyakaras, Tyagaya, Bhakta Ramadas, Annamacharya. So all of them, through music, they have attained moksha. So they're all Karana Janmas. So by just only singing is not enough. Singing with understanding the meaning is what is important.
Yeah, you
Internalizing.
can. Well, yes, that how do we know that? Because by looking at the compositions, you understand, my God, only a jnani can compose all this. It's all loaded. Every
Bringing the essence.
word is loaded. So, correct. You're right.
Thank you.
Vagyakaras, Purandaradasa, Dikshidhar, whatnot.
Yes.
So many we have in our lives. Yeah, Maheshji, go ahead.
Jamani, what is the meaning for Sritra Prayaha?
Sutra Prayaha.
No, Sritra Prayaha. That's what it
Okay,
says in the book.
in my book, it says Sutra Prayaha. So I explained to you what is Sutra Prayaha. Sritra, I don't know. I don't know what Sritra means. Sutra means it is of the form of cryptic statements. That's
Like a aphoristic.
aphoristic, correct. Sutra is in English, they say it is an aphorism. Aphorism, right? Something that's profound but yet very cryptic.
So it is not a Sritra. Okay, that's okay. My book
That could be.
says Sritra Prayaha.
Yeah. And does a book translate also that word?
Yes.
How do they translate it?
It says a cryptic or a condensed.
I see. Yeah, I'm sure that word must be there in Sanskrit. Sritra, made word.
But I don't know whether maybe that is a typo. I don't know.
Okay.
This is a book from 1962. So years and years ago, 50 plus years ago. So I don't know.
So you can
Because
read it
I find some other mistakes like Nigudartaha. There's a typo saying that it says pregnant with morning. Actually, it's pregnant with meaning. But they say morning. So that's why I'm not sure Sutra Priya is correct either.
Okay.
So there are some. Another thing is this Titiksha. You said forbearance, right? But that forbearance is something
common,
like.
Tell me.
Forbearance is something which is like you do not take action on something which is due to you, like a debt or a loan. Somebody doesn't pay you, you don't take action. That is what forbearance is. I mean, in a common sense. I don't know whether.
Okay, is that really? Is that really? I mean, is that the way it is understood? Forbearance?
Yes, that is if you talk forbearance like loan for they say forbearance. In many legal documents you will find this word forbearance.
That may be legal, but not generally.
Enforcing your right, not enforcing your right.
Okay.
Forbearance is cursing you, calling you names, you just ignore it. That is forbearance.
So that's how it is used. But here I don't know whether, because Titiksha, that is not. Titiksha is like bearing with something on which you don't have a control. That is what the thing is. Like your Shitoshnam or Sukha Dukha or something. Maybe kind of. Something external on which you have no control. Like it is raining or not raining. You have no control.
The explanation of Titisha itself is Sahanam Sarvadukhanam Apradigara Purvakam.
Because in Tattvabodha, it was translated in that book which you gave us. I think there it is translated as tolerance.
Yeah. So all those words don't express.
And I thought, okay, I understood because tolerance means okay, you put up with it.
And I think
you have no control, so put up with it.
I think Titiksha comes in case of prarabdha, where you cannot change much. So for prarabdha, since you cannot change, just bear it in the sense like, it is going to come and go. But
but more than prarabdha and all, as
mostly it's
Jayakumarji said,
applied in
it's a
Shastra, it's applied there.
temperatures.
It's
Like
applied
somebody
there.
said, you had a summer, temperature is hot.
Yeah, it is applied Shitoshna. That's also prarabdha only, right? It's like the nature is going to be like that. Something that you have to bear. So that is where titiksha is very important. It comes to you. That's it.
Yeah, so sometimes we can even apply it. We can stretch the meaning, right? So we can say Sukadukkhana. Sometimes you can say there is some nuisance and somebody doesn't give you the money. You've tried it for some 1 year and it's still that person not giving money. You have the choice to say, just let go. This is it. I'm done with it. And so this is it. This is my karma. I have to put up with it. And so many times we do that. And so yeah, accepting that there are certain things, the force of those things are so much that I really am helpless against this. And so better to just accept it as a part of my life and move on. Good. Sahanam sarva dukkhanam apradhikara purvakam. Shankara has defined it. Without any sense of retribution, this anger and all these things, without any of that. That is called titiksha. Good. Yeah. Vaidyaji, go ahead.
Sorry, Jayakumarji, my mute button was giving me trouble. But now it's okay. Yeah, so we were talking about Tyagaraja and so on. So, and you mentioned Dikshidhar also. So Dikshidhar is said to have attained moksham while singing. He composed a song called Meenakshi Me Mudam Dehi. And somebody like Hemavati ji might even know the song and
Yeah.
in,
On Diwali day, he told his students to sing that song. And Meena Lochani Pasha Mochani, when they sang that line, he gave up his life. Meena Lochani Pasha Mochani Mam Kadamba Vanavasini Me Na Kshime Purvi Kalyani.
Very good.
yes. So Hemavati ji, there is this one word, one line, the Anupallavi, which is a lot of Vedantic meaning. I wanted to ask Jayakumar ji. So what it says is, and I can't sing it, so I'm just going to read it. Sorry. It says, Mana Matra Meye Maye Maragata Chaye Shiva Jaye. So this translation which I have in, this is written by, somebody who knows Sangeetam. He's saying Mana means knower, and Matra is here knowledge, and Meye is the known. So Mana Matra Meye, and then also has Maye. Here Maye is means of knowledge. So I just wanted to check with you, those alternative meanings I suppose are there.
Yeah, so mana in Sanskrit, in our Shastra, manam means pramanam. Short form for pramanam is manam. Let's look at it like that for now. Just let's keep it like that. Okay. Manam is pramanam. Meyam is prameyam. The object of knowledge is meyam. Meyam is prameyam.
Yeah.
Manam pramanam, meyam is prameyam. What is left? Prama is left. Knowledge is left. So matra maybe it means knowledge. Okay, which is prama. So pramanam, prama, prameyam. All three are there. Okay. Okay. What is his translation of matri?
Matri says knowledge, and
Knowledge.
mana he says knower.
Okay.
So that might
Yes,
be
knower.
some
The
mistake in that.
Triputi, that's what they call, no?
Mana matra meye, and then also says maye.
Maye. Meenakshi, Maye. Okay, Maye. She is Maya, no doubt. Therefore,
Yeah,
address as this is an address. This is all in Sambodhana, right? Sambodhana.
yeah, correct.
So Maye, hey Maye, then what?
Mana matra meye, and then the other part is relatively simple. That one is just says maragata chaye. That is, she has the color of emerald, maragatam, marakata chaye, and then Shiva jaye, the beloved of Lord Shiva.
So this is like the Jnana Jatru Dhyayam, the same like that, no?
Yes,
Same thing.
yeah, correct. So,
Dhyana Jatru
yeah, it's a Triputi, but I had not
Triputi.
heard of this Triputi as Mana Matra Me.
Matri. I have not seen the
Yeah,
word.
Meya, I can understand because Meya means something that can be measured, so it's an object, right? Like that.
Correct.
Because Bhagwan is considered as Aprameya,
Correct.
because Bhagwan is a subject.
Is Matru like Jnatru or something like that? Like it would, like, is it?
Matra. See, Matra will be the see. Ma is to measure. Ma is to measure. So Matra becomes a measurer. The agent of measuring is called Matra.
Agent, yeah.
Matra. Okay. But here he is saying knowledge. So
Oh, it's interpreted
there
as
must
no.
be some nuance must be there. But yeah,
And
Maya.
it could be, Jaykumarji, it could be a mistake too, because the first word is Mana, and Mana is Pramana, right? So Pramana
Yes.
could be knowledge, and then this Matra could be the knower.
Okay. All right.
That makes more sense to me.
No, that is also good. Matri. Matri, the one who operates the Pramanam is Matri. The employer of the Pramanam is Matri.
Yeah.
Better.
There is that definition of Sutram also, Alpaksharam Asandigdham.
So why are you bringing that here?
No. Sometime back, Maheshji was asking about the Sutram.
Yeah.
Sutra, that word. That time I wanted to say, but I.
Yeah, but Sritra, the question there is what is Sritra? Sutra is what we studied, we know the definition of Sutra. But Sritra means what? Is that a spelling mistake or a printing mistake or what, Or Sritra also means Rutra. I don't know. I've not seen that word before. It might have that word. Ram, you also wanted to say something?
No, Guruji, I was just listening. I'm sorry. I think I came out of mute. I was trying to listen. Sorry.
The Sutta, Sattva, and which sloga?
Sutra Prayaha, like that. Right. It comes in sloka number 67. Yes, Tvaya Jakrita Prashnaha.
Prayo Nigudartha. Shabdasya. No, to be.
Good. Thank you all very much for your questions. Is there anything in the chat box? Okay, so there's a lot of messages here. Generic stories. PC link. Good. So most, but all of you mostly followed it, no? There's a good flow and a lot of examples, analogies, and all. Good. आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदम् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धन्वन्तरये अमृतकलशहस्ताय सर्वमयविनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्रीमहाविष्णवे नमः.
धन्यवादः.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Guruji.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Hari Om Guruji.
Thank you.
Ekmarji,
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
thank you.
ಗುರುಜಿ.
Thank you also for drafting that letter. It was very well written to Pradhan Mantri ji, and I hope something positive will come out of this soon. Because that lady who's luring there is a Rakshasi.
Yeah, so Bangladesh, last time we wrote a letter. So last August or something, we wrote a letter. And this time I proposed to the board, the board, that we should address this. We should somehow call it out. And again, I volunteered to write the letter because Swamis, we can't do that. And so yeah, I had some ideas and I put it to ChatGPT and said, you tell me how to write a letter. So ChatGPT gave me something. Then I wanted to add this thing about this genocides in the last century, and I did some research on that. Then most of the things ChatGPT told was correct, and so it was not that difficult to come up with a letter. But then I had to paste a lot of things in it, our own ideas about all these Christians, Jews, Muslims. That idea I added there. Okay. Everybody seems to take care of themselves, but why are there is a vacuum on our side, like that I mentioned. So
This Pahalgam incident is so terrible yesterday. Did you read about that, Guruji?
Yeah,
27
know.
people. Terrible.
Yeah.
Just Hindus being shot because they were on a tourist.
Yeah.
Really hard. Very, very
DNK.
depressing.
It's so
Yeah,
bad.
it is said that they singled out non-Muslims.
Correct.
And then there is this left-wing publication called The Wire, which basically distorted a victim statement saying that they killed my husband because he was a Muslim. Instead of what she said was, they killed my husband because he was a non-Muslim.
Yeah.
Dangerous. This media is so dangerous.
And the arrogance to say, go tell Modi about it.
Yeah.
How
So
can
I
people
heard
like this,
Modi ji has cut short his visit to Saudi Arabia. He's rushing back home.
No, but how can
And
people be like this? This is like unbelievable. Unbelievable. They are trained to be like this.
I think once Omar Abdullah was elected, I guess.
Yeah, it was like a
Kind of
given.
expected, right? That
It was a given, but you know what? We should never let these people come back to power. That's the whole.
exactly. Unfortunately, that people.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It just breaks my heart. So bad.
Yeah, we'll continue our prayers and
yes,
what little we can do.
Kumarji, let there be peace. And
Thank you. How did you receive it, Vaidya?
I got it actually from Indu and Krishnan.
Okay. And so it was sent out to the Asha Vidya Pradhana group. So there is a group of sannyasis and teachers of Swamiji's lineage. So there it was sent out first. I mean, it was emailed to the Prime Minister. So some of us were copied in that. Then after that, in the WhatsApp group, it was sent out.
Yeah, so my brother and sister-in-law, they sent it.
Yeah.
And I just sent it to the group without even thinking that you had already posted it in the group. So sorry about that.
Right. So good. Thank you. We'll continue.
Yeah. And Jaykumarji, at a future date, we should also talk about this case that Puja Swamiji had given in the Supreme Court about freeing Hindu temples. Swamiji had given it, back in 2012 or so. It finally came up for hearing last month, and in the Supreme Court, just sent it back to the high courts, saying that you fight it, state by state. And unfortunately, our Deputy Solicitor General did not make a good.
Correct. He simply nodded his head off and then washed his hands off.
Good case out of it, because the central right, and because religion is actually a concurrent subject in India, it can be handled at the central level. So at some point we should think about writing a letter for a review petition in the Supreme Court. It should probably come from the Acharya Sabha in some fashion, because it was very dear to Puja Swamiji, this cause.
If you want to not petition per se, I don't know how to do this. See, the Acharya Sabha is now become non-transparent, and we just don't know what's going on. Really don't. Really. Paramatmananda ji is just stop communicate. And this letter should have come from Acharya Sabha. You would have sent it through Acharya Sabha.
Right.
But, so it is now Ashwadya Gurukulam is taking charge. Because I tell you, I'll be honest with you. And